up, everybody? So it's been a little bit. I said this video was gonna be coming, and here it is. You guys don't know what's in this box yet. If you're on Instagram, you probably know what's in the box. So let's check it out. Now, I got this from a good friend for a very, very good, reasonable price. If you guys already know what it is, you're probably pretty excited. But this is the ProtunerZ intake. It's pretty shiny. I'm very happy with the color. I'm happy that my buddy Swap Garage, Kyle, ordered this in this color because now I get it for a very, very good price. And along with this intake, I also have the ProtunerZ fuel rail, which says ProtunerZ on it. Now, I already have a Palnet fuel rail, but I'm just going to put this on there too. And I think this fuel rail, only this fuel rail, works with this intake. So that's all fine and dandy. Now, the only thing... Oh yeah, throttle body too. Throttle body, before I go on to the next thing. Look at this. This thing is beautiful. PTZ on the top, ProTuner. And then this is a 75mm throttle body also. And the stock throttle body, I believe, is like a 50mm on these, 55, 52. I'm gonna go with 52 for my final answer for the stock 280Z throttle body. But yeah, now the only thing that this did not come with was the throttle cable kit, because you do have to swap from throttle linkage with those little plastic balls on these 280Zs to a throttle cable. So we're gonna be making that work in this video. This should all be one video. I'm hoping to have this done by next weekend. So I'm giving myself a little over a week to finish this, because next weekend is there's a boomer car show in my hometown where I grew up. It's a lot of American cars, so it's kind of funny to bring my 280Z, especially in this state, to that car show. And then after that, it's like the day after that, there's a car show up north from me, and it's about 2.5 hour drive. I was planning on driving the 280Z up there. It's cars and anime, which is pretty cool. Out of Love does that, and it's a really well put together show. But depending on how this goes, we'll see if the car gets there, and I'll probably try to do a video of one of those shows, depending on, I don't know, it always depends on music for me. Just because recording videos with copywritten music, you guys know how that goes if you're on YouTube. But yeah, let's see how far we can get with this. Alright, and normally I would be putting this together on my desk, my workbench, but I'm currently in the process of rebuilding a carburetor for a friend, because I made the mistake of saying, oh, I've rebuilt a Holley carburetor before, sure. And then they're like, oh, well, hey, can you rebuild this for me? Yeah, why not? So I got that. Alright, so before I do anything, I'm going to be putting this, before anything goes on the car, before I take anything off the car, I'm going to be putting the throttle body onto the manifold. Let's take off this sticker that says it passed quality control. Alright, we need to get the gasket in there. So I'm guessing that's this little guy right here. See if I can get that to sit in there proper. Oh yeah, very nice. Alright, then I'm guessing this aluminum plate right here, which has another gasket on it along with a flat side. I kind of looked at installation stuff on this first, so we're going to see how this goes. Probably goes like that. Make sure all these holes line up. Okay, we're going to turn it. Okay, now all the holes line up. Alright, so let's grab our bolts. Get all these some bitches running. Alright, that appears to be a number 5 Allen, 5mm. This is a Japanese car, and these parts are from not Japan, but Canada. This is replacing is this, the metal intake manifold right there. That is what this is going to replace. Throttle body right here, all this stuff, all these lines, a lot of those are going to disappear. The lines are going to be all back here now, which will be nice. Nothing running up here, no block off plates, no EGR block off plate. So yeah. And yeah, I also guess the throttle linkage goes away right here. This is the throttle linkage. It's all metal bar, so gonna be going to a cable. All right, I had a little bit of a struggle, so I did not record. Didn't want to have a PewDiePie moment, but this is it without the intake manifold, which I'm sure you guys have seen before on one of my videos from like 3 or so years ago. And this is my intake manifold right here, the old one. I still have to take the throttle position sensor off, of course, but besides that, I mean, it's fine. I'm still gonna be using the PCV valve just because I don't know if I need it. I'm gonna have it anyways. I still have the hose hooked up. That's this little silver guy right there. She do be hooked up, and then I have to take the rest of the rods out right here. This little guy. But after that, yeah, then I'll put the new intake manifold in and start running the throttle cable, I guess. You guys know me. I'm gonna reuse that gasket. I'm not taking that gasket off. It'll be fine. It'll totally be fine. I don't want you guys to worry about it or anyone else. I put it on, 2 years ago when I rebuilt my motor. So, yeah, we're just gonna send it. If I have any air leaks, that's all on me. And you guys can say, ha, you're a nerd. Alright, there it is, mounted in my dirty engine bay. But she do be looking good though. I'm gonna get some of the hoses hooked up, some of the fittings put in on top, some of the block off stuff. I think I'm only using 3 of those ports on top. We will see. Wardrobe change. I'm sorry, but it's because I forgot these ORB fittings, orb fittings, 8, because they sent some, but they sent threaded on both sides, and I'm still using barbs because I'm a barbarian. So I'm gonna put these on, and then we're gonna run my hoses, and I need to remount my fuel pressure regulator, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I just had it coming off of my fuel rail, kind of being held there, but the fitting was a stiff one that was going right into it, so I I mean, there's not really any weight to them. But I'll probably mount it to my firewall with a self-tapper. Wardrobe change again. I know I do that a lot. There was a few parts that I was missing, so this took a little bit longer than intended, but everything is now installed. Looks extra spicy. It cleans up all the vacuum lines on top and everything, and that's mainly what I wanted. The looks, so good. But yeah, I'm very happy with this intake manifold. The install was fairly easy. It's pretty much like installing a stock manifold, except there's not a bunch of lines everywhere. They're all here. Let me show you. They're all in decent areas. They're all in one spot right here. I probably will hook up the AC line. I tucked them somewhere. Ah, yeah, right here. The old AC line I tucked back there, just because I do have my AC stuff hooked up still, so I'll probably re-hook those up, but I need like a new resistor or whatever, and that's what I'll use that last plug hole for. But yeah, I mean, it fits just like the stock one. There's, how they slide into those bolts and you tighten them. It's super easy install. I'd say the most difficult part about this install is the throttle cable. That's it, and it's really not that difficult. It's pretty simple. It was my first time doing a throttle cable, but yeah, they have a bulkhead thing, right here. It's super simple. You have to drill out one little ball joint on your throttle pedal, and yeah, I mean, the kit and the instructions on the website, they were enough for me. I watched a video online, 2 videos online actually. Daily Driven Datsuns, and the other one is Dream Garage Datsun or something like that. But yeah, they helped a lot. The only things I had to order myself are these Orb 8 to barb fittings. I ordered one for there, and then here, this one I believe is an Orb 6 to barb, and then another barb right there. Just because I'm still using barb fittings. It's like savage, but I mean, it's fine, it works. And then this right here, my old air intake, if you've seen my pictures before of the front of my car, used to come out and then go right there, and you could see it from the front of my car. I'm not too worried about where it is now. It seems like a good spot. There is a hole there, so airflow, whatever, I don't know, we'll see. I don't think there's going to be any heat soaking, but I have the intake temperature sensor right there, so we'll see what the intake temps look like being right next to my radiator. But then again, my water doesn't really go above like 150, 160. It gets to like 160 on a hot day. Driving it hard, I'm up in the 170s, but overall the car stays pretty cool, which is kind of surprising, but I'm happy with it. So, the throttle body was pretty easy to install too. They have the provisions for the LS style throttle position sensor, which is what I am using. And then the little vacuum port right there, I blocked off. And then you guys are gonna love this. Kyle, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. Some blue painter's tape. I am probably gonna get a cap for that, just to block it off, but right now blue painter's tape is working, so it's gonna stay there until it's not working, just because that is actually how I am as a person. again, as long as the car runs, drives great, I'm totally happy. You guys have seen everything I have, so you guys know who and what I am about. But yeah, this stuff I just ordered off of Amazon. It was a aluminium pipe with a hole in a rubber gasket, so I could fit this little guy, the little intake air temperature sensor, and then it came with a filter, which I'll probably replace with a K&N air filter, or Air Raid, or whoever wants to send me one. Hint, hint. But yeah, overall, it's a very easy install. I will do a drive video at some point with it. But again, I like to drive my car around and see how things work before, I say how things are. I started the car, I started fine, except for, I don't remember if I showed you guys already, but here, let me walk around again. There is a port right, focus, right here, right under the ProtunerZ thing. If I go right here, you can see it, but I have it blocked off. That is for the pressure gauge, but I have my gauge over here just because I can see it a little better from inside, when I'm tuning stuff, even though I can get it on my laptop or I can get it on my Haltech gauge. It is nice to have an analog gauge just to check also, but yeah, I ended up blocking it off because they did send a block off thing for it. But after I did that, I started it, the car started, no problem, ran fine, no problem. I was going to drive it tonight, but it is 92 degrees out, and this car does not have AC. So I was like, I'll drive it tomorrow, but it's still going to be 90 degrees out. So I'm probably going to wait till this weekend when it's pouring down rain to drive this car, and I will get some footage and record a whole nother video. But in the meantime, I'm going to be making a video for these side markers. Yeah, they look pretty sweet, don't they? Pretty sweet. But yeah, doing a whole nother video, and I messaged them, and they are currently doing an ambassador program with me. But the reason I like these are because they match my blinkers. And I ordered a red pair for them, or for the rear. So we'll see how that turns out. If you like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, share it, do whatever, like, comment. If you want to see anything else on my car, just let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I did finally paint my my other wiper arm, so that's good. So I'm gonna have 2 black wiper arms instead of 1. So everybody at the meets can stop asking me why I only have 1 black wiper. But besides that, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next besides the side marker lights. But yeah, suggestions, I'm open to them. Feel free to let me know. Again, Kyle, Swap Garage, I'm sorry for how I installed this, and it's not that professional, but this is who I am. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.